Hello guys, welcome to Code Enzyme, and in this video we are going to discuss problem 149 of Leetcode, and the problem name is max points in a line. Problem difficulty is hard. Let's read the problem statement. Given an array of points where points I is equal to x1, y1 represents a point in xy plane, return the maximum points in a line on the same straight line. Okay, so this is a geometry problem. Let's see some examples first. So here is an example. This is the first example. So we have 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 3, and we can see all the 3 points lie in a line, and when we count the number of points in this line, it is the maximum number of points, so our output is 3. Let's see example number 2. So here is example number 2. We have several number of points, and we can see if we try to join every point to every point, so basically we will be brute forcing it. So we will join every point to every point, and we will count number of all the points that fall on every line, and when we will see this is the maximum points we will get. So these are the 4 points and these lie on the same line, so our answer is 4 in this case. Now let's also see the constraints. We have points dot length is equal to 300, and the points and points I consist of only 2 characters, so the length is 2, and x1 comma y1 ranges from minus 10 raised by 4 to 10 raised by 4, and all the pairs are unique, so we don't have to take care of this last point. But let's try to analyze what kind of complexity we will need. And since points dot length is 300, so if we cube it, we will get an approximately 6 into 10 to the power 6, which is almost less than 10 to the power 7. So we can say that maximum algorithm of big O of n cube will work in this case. And today I am going to discuss a solution of big O of n square. So let's see the approach. But before that, we should know what kind of data structure to use. But so we want to use a data structure where we are going to store lines, and for every line we are going to have some set of points, right? So we will need something like a hash map to where we will map every line to a set which will consist of unique points and lying on that line, right? So we are going to use hash map for this case. Now the question comes, what describes a line? So since we are going to since our indexes of the hash map are going to be line, but what exactly is a line? And to answer this, we need some knowledge of mathematics, and let's see how we can actually represent a line. And I'm going to show you 2 forms, and I'm going to show you 2 types of forms of line. One is the to represent a straight line in mathematics. One is the slope form, and it is given by y is equal to mx plus c. Here m is the slope and c is the intercept. And another is a point form, so y minus y1 upon x minus x1, this is also a slope, which is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. And here you can also use y and x. In this case also it will also give you the same result, but the important thing is this is equal to slope. So since slope is common, one thing is for sure, that we have to calculate the slope of the line. And in the second form, we can use this point form to calculate the value of c, and that c is going to be equal to slope into x minus x1 plus y1, right? And if we put x is equal to 0 in this point form, we will get c is equal to slope into minus x1 plus y1, right? So I will write that for you. So c is equal to slope into minus x1 plus y1, and in the hash map we can store pairs, like first we are going to have a pair of slope and c, slope and the intercept, which will map to a set of points, right? But here comes a problem. What if this this slope is equal to infinity? What will be our intercept in that case? So for that, if the slope is infinite, we can see that our lines will be vertical, and if the 2 points remain on the same line, then we can see the x component of that line will be same. So in that case we are going to store this x value in the in place of this c. Okay, if our slope is infinity. Otherwise we are going to use this formula only. So that was all the explanation, and now let's see the code for this. So this is the Python code. First I am checking the first I'm handling the edge cases. So if our length of points is 1, I'm simply returning 1, and if it is 2, I'm simply returning 2. And this is our map, the dictionary. And now I'm saying that okay, for every point, this is an ON square loop, right? Because for every iron range line point, I'm also traveling to the other points. And let my first point will be x1 y1, okay, and this x2 y2 will be my second point. If these two are equal, if the x value is equal, since we saw in this formula, we have to divide by x2 minus x1, since so we have to handle it explicitly, otherwise it will give us a divide by 0 error. So if x1 is equal to x2, my slope will be infinite, and that means we will reach this case. And in Python we can specify slope is equal to infinite using this float of inf. So this will make my slope infinite, and otherwise I'm simply going to use this formula. Now if my slope was infinite, what I'm doing, if my slope is infinite, I'm storing my x values in place of the intercept. So my intercept will be in x1. Otherwise I am storing my intercept using this above formula. Slope is equal to c is equal to slope into minus x1 plus y1. And now in the dictionary I am putting these. So if this tuple of slope comma intercept is already present in my dictionary, then I am adding to the set of points x2 comma y2. Otherwise I am making a new set for this tuple and adding these 2 points in that. And at last I can traverse in the dictionary and find the maximum amount or length of set of points in the dictionary, and next I am going to return answer. So that completes the code. So I hope you were able to understand this. So if you were able to understand this, kindly subscribe to my channel, like this video. I will see you guys next time. Happy learning. Thank you.